All right, so in the last video, I presented a little rapid fat loss strategy, and in this one, I got something that's a little bit more gradual and a lot more sustainable. Now, the goal with this type of strategy is to be losing 1.5 to 2 pounds of fat per week. As long as you're on pace to do that, just keep doing what you're doing. When fat loss begins to stall, then you want to make a minor adjustment to resume fat loss, but you don't want to do anything major because then it wouldn't be as sustainable. So the first thing you want to do is start by cleaning up your diet. Generally, this is enough for most people to start seeing some type of progress. And when people see progress, they're a lot more motivated to keep going and a lot more open to making other types of changes. Now, 2 to 3 weeks after that, you want to start doing cardio 2 to 3 times a week, either for 10 to 15 minutes of high intensity intervals or 20 to 30 minutes of steady state. 2 to 3 weeks after that, decrease energetic nutrients. So we're talking about carbs or fat. And whatever you decrease those by, increase protein by half. So if you decrease carbs by 50 grams a day, increase protein by 25 grams a day. 2 to 3 weeks after that, start doing cardio 4 to 5 times a week. 2 to 3 weeks after that, increase the difficulty when doing cardio. So now you're going to do 20 minutes of high intensity intervals or 30 to 40 minutes of steady state. And when you get to a point where you're doing cardio 4 to 5 times a week, 20-minute intervals or 30 to 40 minutes of steady state, your only real option is to continue to cut calories, and you can keep doing that every 2 to 3 weeks until you reach a point where you're at a 35 to 40% deficit in relation to where you started. When you get to that point, you can only stay there for 3 to 4 weeks, so now would be the time to include fat loss supplements if you wanted to. Number one, because you don't want to be on them for long, and number two, you don't want to take them out once you put them in. It's a lot harder to resume fat loss if you take a fat loss supplement out, no matter what you do. And for those interested, I'm going to do a couple of posts on Instagram outlining the pros and cons of a strategy like this so you can make the best decision for yourself in terms of whether or not this strategy is for you.